Why, oh why are the iPads so goddamn useless? Why don't they bring macOS to the iPad? Why is it so pointless and expensive? Like that old relative that just won't move on. God damn it, Mimo, I got bills to pay. Well, it's quite simple. It's because of us. There was a time, boys and girls, where we used to presume that the best-selling iPad was the budget, cheap, poor pad. Well, you're wrong, son. It's the most expensive. The iPad Pros. The most popular iPads are the ones that are the clearest example of Apple intentionally gimping their products, the ones with the most wasted potential. The base iPad Pro is priced the exact same as the M2 MacBook Air, which is infinitely more useful. And it seems like people were okay with that, dropping, thousands of dollars to draw stuff or to consume brain rot with true blank. Why would they bother changing anything or putting macOS or doing something crazy if people are happy with the way it is? The common argument that people make is that Apple doesn't make the iPads too useful because they want people to buy Macs for proper computing and iPads for all the drawing artsy stuff. And that might be true, but not entirely true. Because let's imagine that Apple plops macOS on the iPad, right? Just drops it in like a dual boot option. And say you're buying the $1,300, 13-inch iPad Pro with like 512 gigs of storage because you probably need more storage because macOS is running on it along with iPad OS. And then you get the smart keyboard case because that will work seamlessly between, Mac and iPad OS. And also because you're a moron. Idiot! That's a $1,700 purchase. Or if we have people dropping thousands of dollars on what's essentially a giant iPhone, I'm pretty sure that they'll be willing to spend $2,000 to get a Mac iPad. I think the real reason is that they're not bothered to try and optimize macOS for mouse and touch. Windows try to do it with moderate success. Windows tablets are like the Biden of tablets, right? I mean, who's buying those? So Microsoft can be okay with the tablet experience being complete trash since most people are using it in the normal computing mode. And most importantly, Windows users are accustomed to garbage. But Apple doesn't have that benefit. iPads and Macs have equally strong fan bases. So if they mess the experience with one of them by creating something terrible like, Windows 8, that's just gonna create more trouble than it's worth. But man, it kind of sucks because when iPads started to take off in the 2010s, we thought that laptops and desktop OSs were a thing of the past. It was called, the post-PC era. Steve called the iPad, I think, his most important creation. Not his kids, so you gotta respect the hustle, not gonna lie. It seems like Apple has given up on that. And I'm not saying that iPads have to be just as useful as Macs, but make it more goddamn useful so that the Photos app and being able to create ugly as hell icons is not the main selling point. Apple just doesn't have the balls to do it, man. They just don't want to take massive risks pissing people off. I think the company is just scarred by the public backlash to their old USB-C MacBooks and the touch bar and trying to make, Macs more iPad-like, so they just gave up on the idea entirely. When they brought back the older ports in the new MacBook Pros, they basically admitted defeat, man. That was just some submissive stuff. I miss the old school Apple because let me tell you, if like 2013 Apple that designed Macs out of trash cans
can't innovate anymore, my ass,
was here right now, here's what they would do. They would make the iPad more useful, say that the iPad is the best personal computer, toss out the base model MacBook Air and make just the iPad the base model, and then make it so that you have to get a keyboard case to be able to use macOS, thereby making the base model MacBook actually $1,300 if you want it to be useful. Woo! Man, I want that to happen, bro. That would be an incredible thing. Tech only progresses when these companies allow it to happen. They are the gatekeepers of a better future. So as much as we like to hate on Apple for intentionally gimping iPads, once again, we can't blame them if people are buying them as they are. In fact, here's a great clip from Steve that perfectly sums up what's going on.
That's what a lot of customers pay us to do, is to try to make the best products we can. And if we succeed, they'll buy them. And if we don't, they won't. People seem to be liking iPads.
We have to remember that every time we buy an iPad Pro, we are giving Apple a $1,000 check and telling them to keep iPads the way they are. So screw you. Just kidding. I don't need any more hate on my videos. What do you guys think? Do you think I'm full of crap? Most likely I am. That's all good. Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Really helps out. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.